Hello. Today I am working on my LTD ST203FR guitar. It's a nice little guitar, plays great, sounds great. I love everything about it, almost. So I'm going to be changing a couple things, doing a couple upgrades. First one being this. It is a brass trem stopper from futone.com. It's $25. It's adjustable. You put it in the back, in the middle, put your springs on either side, and then you can adjust where you want your trem to stop. I don't like I don't like a floating tremolo, so that's going to take care of that problem. Secondly, is this right here, which is the Floyd Rose special tremolo that comes on it. I find for me that it's absolutely useless, so I'm replacing it with this, the Shaler Vintage Tremolo. Near as I could tell looking online, it is the only vintage tremolo that is a direct bolt-in replacement for the Floyd Rose, and it's made by Shaler, made in Germany. So should be good enough quality to make everything work. And that's what I'm doing today. We're putting this in. I already unboxed everything, obviously. The trem stopper comes with the 2 screws that you use to screw it to the body, the adjustment screw, and a lock nut. The adjustment screw is a 3mm hex key, and the lock nut is a 10mm hex nut. The tremolo comes with this nice little blister pack. I've already taken out the springs and the hex keys that I'm going to need for this. It comes with everything you need to install this in a brand new body. It comes with the inserts that you press into the body and the posts that screw into those that you actually mount it to. It also comes with a new spring caw and the screws to mount that. It comes with 3 springs, and it comes with 3 hex keys. And one of them is the 3mm hex key you actually need for unlocking the locking nut. So that is all that comes in that package. Now, the reason you probably can't see it because of the camera angle, but one of the things I hate is here are 4 of the strings. There are 2 of them that actually stay in the clamps. The high 2 strings stay in the clamps. The other 4, after you spend 45 minutes to an hour tuning the guitar, get it in tune, and you hit a chord, and if you pull up on the bar, all those are the 4 strings that pop out of the clamps. I've used brand new strings. I've reclipped them, pulled more string off of the tuners, and put them in and clamped them. No matter how far you tighten down those clamps, they will not hold the strings. So this has got to go. And that's what we're here to do today. So I'll start with the trem stopper, which goes in the back. I've already taken it down to 2 springs that I have in the correct places for placing the trem stopper. This goes right down in the back here and basically just lines up with where the body ends, making sure it's centered between the 2 center springs. And then I'm using a nail. You can use a scratch awl or a punch of some kind to make marks where I need to put my screws. And I can take that out of there, make sure that I can see them, which I can. And then I can take the springs out and this can come out. Which it just lifts right out. That'll go in the garbage later. And then I can undo the clamps This is the first video I'm posting. I was looking on YouTube and I really didn't find... I eventually found 2 posts on this subject about taking a Floyd off of a guitar. One of them, the guy just shows you the end result after he's done it. And he was fortunate enough, he did his when you could get an even all nut, which replaced this locking nut. Unfortunately, they don't make those anymore. So, until I can figure out another way of dealing with getting rid of the locking nut, I'm stuck with it. But I've heard that it works okay, it's just ugly. Alright, that's gone. And now, turn this over and drill my holes. Just so you can see what's going on here. Now, before drilling in the body, you should mark your drill bit with tape. You probably might not be able to see the masking tape I have on here. It's actually Scotch tape. Ordinarily I would use masking tape, but this is all I've got right today. So, and the trim stopper has a slot, so your screws don't have to be in perfect location. You can get the screws started and then adjust them. Slide it back and forth till you lock it down. I'm just adjusting it so that the end is even with the end of the body within the cavity. Now, making sure the stop is pointed the right direction. Get it out far enough that I can put the lock nut on here. The jam nut, I mean. And turn this back over. Get out a new set of strings. Set of GHS guitar boomers. I'm using 9s. And put this through the bridge. And slide it down in place. It lines right up. I mean, I could use the new ones if I wanted, but I don't want, so I'm using the old posts, and I will get a low E string on here once I get this one on. I'll flip it over so I can get a spring in place. One spring in. And a second spring in. Now I will grab the low E string and get that in place. And then put that where it belongs. I am keeping this hold down bar that seems to be on every locking nut. Otherwise I'd have to install string trees, which I may do someday anyway, but for now it'll work, and that's all I'm concerned about at the moment. Now, all right. I can go ahead and start putting more strings on it. I know this is rather boring, but like I said, the other two videos that I've seen didn't show you anything about putting it on. The rest of this is just restringing a guitar. Of course, it needs a full setup. I have set string height and intonation and all of that fun stuff, but it's really a simple changeover. That's all there is to it. I hope this has helped somebody out. Someone looking for a way to get rid of their Floyd Rose. The Shaler Vintage Tremolo is actually listed at all parts as the Shaler stud mounted tremolo, and it's $130 plus shipping. They were great. They got it in the mail. UPS picked it up while Houston was flooding where they were at, and they got it in the mail anyway. I expected it to take a few days for the flooding to go down, but they got it to me. The trem stopper is from fu.com, futone.com, and it's $25. And yeah, I realize I just put $155 into a $200 guitar, but like I said, I love the way it plays. I love the way it sounds. And now I will actually be able to play it for more than 15 minutes without the strings popping out. And that's what's important to me. So, hopefully you find this helpful. See ya.